Blackwood plans to exploit oil security. They intend to stockpile energy reserves to destabilize markets at their discretion. This means economic misery for millions, but will swell Blackwood's pockets. Their plans cannot succeed. We must eliminate all Blackwood forces.
Secure the area and neutralize all Blackwood forces. Health and armor restored. Teammates revived. Heavy gunner ahead. Eliminate him. The heavy gunner is vulnerable from the back.
Down! Push ahead!
I don't know where to go, man. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing here. I don't know where we're supposed to go.
Checkpoint. Restoration and revival complete. Helicopter is inbound. Prepare for extraction.
What the fuck was that?
Evac pack is ready to go. You have only 20 seconds. You did well, soldiers, but we're not done yet. Stand by for new orders. Critical hit. Brace for impact. Your heli went down behind enemy lines. We have a lock on your location. Hold tight. Air evac is inbound. Another group of enemies detected.
Numbskull just joined us. He's following me. Tell me why he came in here like that in the middle of a game.
Attention team, they are close. Keep it together. We're almost with you.
I like him. I like this guy right here a lot. In real life, I like him.
Hostile squad are in combat range.
Hold still. This is
I'm trying to get bad guy health.
I'm out. Need a
Hey man, it didn't give me no fucking ammo?
Ammo, health, and armor.
What the hell did it give me then?
Teammates
What supplies?
Another group of enemies detected.
Ammo is all I need. I don't care about nothing else.
We're just a few minutes away. Hold tight. Here they come.
Here we go.
We're just a few minutes away. Hold tight. Proceed to the helicopter. Helicopter is inbound. Prepare for extraction.
You're live on Twitch. Angry Gaming
Good job,
Time.
team. We're done here.
It's murder time in Warface. We're doing this live on Twitch today, Angry Gaming Live. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's half an hour ago or something like that. Angry Gaming Live on Twitch is live now. Maybe not when you're watching it, so I have no idea when you're watching it. Load us up.
Human misery is not a cost factored into Blackwood's investments. Their world is divided into consumers and resources. They strip mine the unique genetic material from the poor. We will destroy Blackwood's security. We will end their activities.
Secure the area and neutralize all Blackwood forces.
It wouldn't switch to my goddamn gun! This is fucking bullshit. They're spawning motherfuckers on top of me to kill me while I'm... Goddamn gun is jumping all over the fucking place.
Ammo, health, and armor restored. Teammates survived.
We should get off me so I can walk. Go walk on your own feet. Get the fuck away from me. My feet can't help you. Fucking morons. That's obviously not Numbskull. That's some kid. Why is my gun flailing all over the place and coming way out of aim and shit? I can't control it. Having a real hard time moving. This guy won't fucking get off my ass. I don't know what his fucking problem is. Nothing. Motherfucking grenade doesn't do shit to him at all. Nothing.
Ammo, health, and
It
armor
dropped right
restored.
behind him. Like 1 foot behind where he was standing is where it fell. There's no way in hell that if a grenade falls 1 foot behind you and then goes off, you survive that shit. That will kill you dead. It's like this guy spawning from nowhere. Just pops up from nowhere. Sure, I believe that's happening. That happens in real life. We don't use airplanes, we just hop from one part of the world to the other. Sure. It's reacting to what I'm doing. And I don't mean like it's reacting when it sees me do something. It's reacting at the same moment. It's like I'm pressing its buttons to control it. See, I don't understand why it's jumping around before the bullets shoot out of the gun. Oh, I didn't even know he was there. What the fuck?
Hit the energy pack on the gunner's back.
See, my gun won't fucking stay straight. It's floating and jerking all over the goddamn place. I have no control over it hardly at all. It's not giving him no armor. It's just frozen there.
Proceed to the helicopter.
Every goddamn day with this fucking bullshit with this fucking game. Not working. Push this button and it won't do this. Push that button and it won't do that. Push this button and it won't do this. Push that button and it won't do that.
Evac is ready to go. You have only 20 seconds.
It should put over the top of the picture of the controls where it shows you, you know, what all it does and shit. It should say things I won't fucking do while you're playing the game. And the moment that you need it the most, I won't do this and I won't do that and I won't do this and I won't do that. I won't reload your ammo. I won't give you armor.
Well, soldiers.
I
But we're
won't
not
switch
done yet.
guns.
Stand by for new orders.
I won't jump. I won't crouch. I won't run and slide.
Only got a narrow window to get out of here.
Now, if you ain't doing nothing, if you're just running around fucking off, I'll do all that shit for you anytime you want. But if you're in the middle of fighting a battle, fuck you. I pick and choose what I let you do. 90% of it, I turn off all the time for no fucking reason at all. Welcome to Warface. Welcome to my games. Tonight we'll be doing another shutdown upgrade again. So tomorrow when you turn it on, you'll see it's exactly the same as it was yesterday. Because we don't do nothing. We turn it off for 4 hours to save ourselves some fucking money on electricity. That's what we're doing. We don't do anything else at all to anything. Because nothing ever changes. And fucking years, it's exactly the same. Nothing has changed. Except for them adding new cosmetics. There's more characters to play with. There's more charms to clip on your gun. But the game plays exactly the same. Nothing ever gets corrected. You think it does sometimes because the game plays fucking really nice every once in a while. It fools you into thinking that they actually did something. But then within 24 hours or 48 hours, you find out that nope, it's still the same fucking game. It still has the same glitch. Well, you could call it a glitch if you want to, but I don't think it's a glitch. I think it's programmed to do that intentionally. I think it's coded to do that. I don't think it's making any errors. I don't think it's glitching or making any mistakes at all. I think it's doing exactly what it was programmed to do. And that's why it never changes. Because there's nothing to change. They perfected it. They made it into a fucking torment. Drive you out of your fucking mind game for no fucking reason at all. They think it's funny. They sit around all day laughing. Every time they see somebody log in, they start laughing about how they know this motherfucker's about to be tormented. Because in about 2.5 minutes, that's when the shit starts. That's when the drive you out of your fucking mind code kicks in to attack the player while he's playing the game and start changing the rules of the game in the middle of the fucking game. But doesn't bother to tell nobody that you're going to change all the rules and shit while you're playing. And then at the end, it's going to all flip back to something different. All in an attempt to make you think that you're the crazy one, that you're the one that's fucking up. When you play this shit enough, you know it's not you. No way. It ain't you at all. It's the game for sure. And it's doing the same exact shit over and over again. It means it has to be programmed to do that. It can't be a coincidence or a glitch. Not when it's doing exactly the same thing. Over and over. The shit that it does doesn't make any sense to the game. It doesn't have nothing to do with making the game more realistic or making the game more playable or making the game more fun or anything. Just torment shit. Huh? I love that when they turn the sound off on me and I can't hear my fucking weapons anymore, so I don't know if I'm shooting or not. That's a fucking really cool one. They do that all the fucking time. They do shit I've never thought of. I'll give them that. They've sat around and thought about this shit. I mean, they've really sat around and thought about this shit. Of shit to do to people while they're playing the game. It's impressive, really. The evil involved in it. I could be wrong. It could just be something that's popped up in their head. But it seems so fucking deliberate. It's just too deliberate. That's the problem. That's what gives it away. It's too deliberate what's happening. You know it can't be a glitch. It's happening every fucking time you play. It can't be a glitch. It has to be made to do that. It's great right now. I have some problems. What is going on? That's John. Oh, that's Numbskull. He's still in the game? I thought he quit.
Checkpoint reached. All expendables restored.
I can't move my fucking gun! So that's one of them right there. While you're trying to move to the right and your left, you notice your sensitivity is dropping. Your gun's going slower and slower and slower as you move. That's not an accident. That's not a glitch. See? They're doing that on purpose. They're doing that on purpose. Gun doesn't change that much. That's just insane. What's happening now? Yeah, it just changed. I told you, there's just no way that it's the game. It's something fucking up in the game. It's absolutely intentional. Can't move the gun again. Keep turning the sensitivity on and off. Just completely on and off now. Yeah, I can't move the gun at all. Oh, now I can. Okay. Okay, whatever, man. Sure. This is real. When am I gonna wake up from this? When am I gonna wake up? the sound. I catch everything they do before they do it because I'm waiting. I know what's coming up. No more ammo. No ammo. Oh. Here's what it is. I can do about it.
Checkpoint. Restoration and revival complete.
Where is he? He's up here somewhere. I can't see him though. There he is. There he is. I see where his bullet was coming from. I just couldn't see him. I don't want to waste a bunch of bullets. I can't. You see what's happening. Well, I'm putting it on and then I'm pulling it up and it's not on them no more. They're moving they're moving my marker now. Damn, he got killed the fuck out of.
Heavy gunner sighted.
See how it went right over its head? Look at that, it's doing it again. See how it keeps going right over top of their head? And you see it's like right here, and then when I pull up like this, it goes up and over like that. It does like a half C before it actually locks in on where it's going. Completely different spot where I'm looking. I can see it happening. It's real subtle. You gotta really be paying attention to it to see it happen. But I'm a real subtle kind of guy. Everything I do is real subtle. That's why a lot of people can't stand me.
Attack from the rear.
Because they think that I'm doing shit to them when I'm not. Because I know I have a deviant mind. Because I automatically assume that people are always
We stirred up the nest. Time to leave. Proceed to the helicopter.
doing shit to each other on purpose. Because I've seen it my whole life growing up. I've seen my sisters do that shit to each other. You know, when you see people do shit to each other your whole life, poor man, just do shit to each other for no fucking reason, just because they can. You realize the whole world really is that way. There are people, most of the people, they're doing shit to fuck with other people on purpose. They think it's funny to hurt other people. They think it's funny. They really do. They get a thrill out of it.
Gotta go, the clock is
Hate and
ticking.
anger and pain, that's their world. Like Trump, Donald Trump, he's one of them. All of his followers, they're all into that. They're not, they're becoming part of it, whether they want to or not. Well, they're viewed that way by me. I see all of them as deviant, evil people. All of them. They wouldn't be following each other. They wouldn't be promoting each other. It's very clear what he's doing. It's very obvious. Everybody who's become one of his friends and went to jail, they're all criminals. If you support that, you support crime. And he absolutely supports crime. He's a criminal. 34 times. Felon. And more coming. That top secret shit, and then find out he was calling Putin, that was my call. I called that. As soon as they said they had top secret documents that he wouldn't hand over, I said he's feeding those to Putin. He's got motherfuckers flying in from Moscow, and they're taking pictures of that shit and taking it back to Moscow. They're not taking the documents with them. They're just taking pictures of it, because you don't need to take nothing with you. We all have iPhones and shit now. We all have spy cameras in our fucking hands. That's why the documents were all stored up like that. They went through them. They went through them. Russia got copies of everything he had in Mar-a-Lago. You can believe that shit. All that nuclear shit and everything. That's why Russia won't drop a nuclear bomb. They know that we have that in our military for real. And they realize that they don't now. They thought they did back then. Now they know the truth. Russia knows that they don't have a real military. All they have is nuclear bombs, and they don't even fucking work. They tried to launch test one twice in the past 2 weeks, and both of them failed. One of them flew sideways and went into a goddamn forest. They didn't bother to mention that one, but I found out about it. And then the second one that exploded inside its launch. It didn't even make it out of the fucking silo. It exploded in the fucking silo halfway in the middle of launching. If it had a nuclear warhead on it, that would have been that for them. That would have did them in right then. Not all of them, but a big chunk. Big chunk of their society would be poisoned right now. Be dying like crazy right now. So it's good that they didn't have no warheads on them and on them rockets. But they wanted to show us how badass they are and how scared we should be of them. Okay, we seen, now we know. You're nothing. But just because their nukes don't work, don't mean they ain't a threat. It don't mean they ain't got lots of money still. It don't mean that they ain't implanted all over the fucking world right now with their fucking spies and they ain't set up to sabotage us in all kinds of different ways everywhere at the same time.
For centuries,
Anytime.
the rich resources of Africa have given it nothing but poverty. While nations and corporations fought for control, the people stagnated and starved. We come here not to take the continent's resources, but simply to destroy the latest parasite, Blackwood. Satellite recon shows a heavy Blackwood presence in the area. Your mission is to eliminate as many hostile forces as possible.
Georgia started their early voting yesterday. On day one, had over 300,000 participants. This is day two. We started our early voting too. As soon as I can, I'm going to vote. About anybody who has early voting, they're all there. Everybody's going and voting as soon as they possibly can. Why wait till election day? On election day, we can just add that shit up and let's fucking be done with it. Tell that motherfucker, go on and pack your bags up at Mar-a-Lago, get ready to go to fucking prison, you piece of shit, because you ain't going to the White House. Fuck you. You're about to see the largest turnout in the history of this country. You're about to see that motherfucker lose by probably 14 million to 20 million fucking votes. It's gonna be massive. It's gonna be bad. Yeah, there's a lot of stupid people in the world. There is.
All expendables restored.
And it's not gonna be like 20 million to 1 or some shit like that. No. It's gonna be like 115 million to fucking 80 million or some shit. Because there's that many stupid people in this country. Oh, more than that. Shit, a lot of people that are voting for Kamala, they're stupid motherfuckers too. They're having to be convinced to save themselves because most people have very low IQs. They think they're smart, but they're not. Common sense is common, but common sense is knowing not to touch a hot stove and shit like that. It's not doing things of complicated thought. You have to have some intellect for that. There's not a lot of people that do. There just isn't. I'm sorry. People are stupid. Most people are followers.
Ammo, health, and armor
I'm sure you
restored.
think you're real smart too.
Teammates revived.
I think I'm real smart. But I know I'm not. I know I don't have in-depth thought of any field in particular where I'm an expert at anything. I know a little bit about a lot of shit. but I'm not an expert in anything. So I can't claim to have knowledge of anything really in this world. So I'm not that smart. Everybody thinks I am because I remember everything I hear. That doesn't make me smart. Just because I know a bunch of bullshit from documentaries, I don't even know if the documentaries, how accurate and true they are. So I don't know if I'm just blurting out factual shit or not. Everybody thinks I'm some kind of fucking genius. I have a high IQ, but I don't think I'm any kind of a fucking genius. I think to do stupid shit all the time like everybody else does. I don't know where the fuck I set my vape at. Think the fucking day I lose it. Would a smart person do that, or would they fucking organize it so they can't lose it anymore?
Checkpoint reached. All expendables restored.
But I am smart enough to know that nothing is going to change if I'm doing the same thing always. And I do remember the past. So maybe that's what makes me smart. Is I remember the past. And I'm cautious about where I made mistakes in the past and things I fucked up. I don't do that shit again. I did learn. So maybe that's what makes me so smart. Everybody else is busy repeating. It's obvious that that is absolutely true. They're trying to elect a guy who was already president for 4 years, who completely fucked the whole job up. They're saying, oh, he was a good president, the economy was blah, blah, blah. That was Obama's economy. He didn't do anything at all. Nothing. He signed a fucking tax bill that Paul Ryan wrote. He didn't bring nothing into the White House. There was not a single fucking bill that he promoted. There was not a single policy that he promoted that got accomplished. He did nothing at all. The other people that were already working on shit, he signed the paper and acknowledged their job as doing a good job by making what they had written into laws. Paul Ryan, that was his tax plan. Trump didn't write down no goddamn tax plan for anybody. He didn't write nothing for no one. He's a fucking moron. And we saw that for 4 years. All the world leaders, every world leader of every country in the entire rest of the world, all 239 other countries on the fucking planet made fun of him and mocked him for 4 years. They made fun of our country and called us stupid. And they want that again? They want our country to look like stupid fools again. For 4 years again. And this time, close off all the borders and seclude ourselves from the rest of the world and turn ourselves into real jokes of the planet. Fuck you. No, we already did that. He had his chance. He didn't build no wall. Mexico didn't pay for shit. He didn't replace Obamacare with a better, cheaper plan. He didn't build any infrastructure at all. Not a single fucking bridge. Nothing. Biden came in and in his first 2 years accomplished everything. And then the next 2 years couldn't do nothing because the Republicans took over the fucking House and won't let nothing go through to be voted on. Nothing at all. So you tell me who does anything for this goddamn country. Because Paul Ryan wrote the tax bill that was signed into law. They've been working on that for 2 fucking years while Obama was in office. Everybody knew about it. Everybody wants to pretend that it was Donald Trump shit now. He didn't do nothing at all. Nothing. Biden came in with a real plan, and he passed it. Kamala has a real plan. And when she gets elected, she's going to pass it. And it's going to make everybody's life better. And then we're going to elect a Republican who's going to undo it all. And fuck everything up for everybody. And convince everybody that it's the Democrats that did it.
Evac is ready to go.
And that's why everything is falling apart after they fuck everything up. Because that's all they do. That's what they do. I've been watching them do it for 50 fucking plus years now.
Great job, team, but this isn't over. Stand by for mission brief.
unless you are a millionaire,
Secure the area.
you
and
should
neutralize
never
all
vote for a
active forces.
Republican. They only work for millionaires and billionaires. That's it. They work to make businesses richer so that businesses will pay them off to help them make them richer. That's their plan. They're in it to get kickbacks from companies. That's it. Democrats are in it for the people. To use the tax money that the companies and that all of us pay, take all that money that goes in and use it for us. Not use it to help companies get richer and to line their pockets with more money. They're never going to come to your house and give you a check for $1 million. Paul Ryan, Donald Trump, Ronald Reagan, none of them are ever going to come to your house and give you money. The only reason you got money during COVID is because the Democrats pushed that shit through, and Trump was afraid he wouldn't be elected if he didn't sign it, so he signed it. Because the Republicans don't do anything for people. They just don't care about you. They never will. They only care about companies because companies give them checks for tens of thousands of dollars. They buy them yachts. They send them on vacations, first class. In return, they get tax breaks. And they have red tape removed so that they can throw their garbage wherever they want to, pollute whatever water they want to, destroy whatever air they want to, and not have to pay for it. Have somebody else clean it up. Everything is so fucked up in this world everywhere. It's just unbelievable how fucked up everything is everywhere. Even the way we handle our waste and waste management and disposal is just unbelievably destructive to everything, to ourselves, to the earth, to the water, air, land, everything. Everybody wants to make all their shit and everything, and then just whatever waste products there are, just throw them off on somebody else to take care of, instead of taking care of them themselves like they should. That's the problem. People don't want to address the problems that they create. They want to blame somebody else, pass it off on somebody else, and usually it's people that have nothing to do with it and don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm so sick of watching people do that shit to each other. It's so fucking disgusting and low-life. There's only one group doing that. There's only one side that's ever done that. And it's not now. It's not just started since Donald Trump. It's been since fucking Reagan. Since 1980, I've been watching it. Jimmy Carter was a great president. He got completely fucked over by the Middle East. And instead of the people of our country standing behind him and backing him, when they took our hostages and shit, they splintered into two groups, and the Republicans attacked Jimmy Carter and act like it was his fault somehow. That the Iranians lost their fucking minds and blamed us for their fucking problems that they had going on over there. And I'll always wonder what the deal was with them helicopters. How can two fucking Marine helicopters crash into each other like that? What the fuck happened over there? We'll never know because we didn't have like cameras and shit like we do now. We'll never know what happened. But how the fuck did two Marine helicopters just smash right into each other in between, out in the middle of nowhere? And everybody die, and there's the rescue mission gone instantly. And then that's how Reagan got elected right there. When that happened, it broke Jimmy Carter. He didn't know what to do after that. You couldn't have much more of a disaster than that. You send in a fucking rescue group, the SEAL team, the best that there is, and they crash into each other and all kill each other and die. And now everybody in the whole fucking world knows it, and you look like a fucking fool. And Reagan, another person, they idolize these people and they say that these people did all this and that, and they didn't do nothing when they was president. They fucked shit up. Reagan fired all of the airline traffic controllers that told the planes where to fly in the sky so they don't crash into each other. After that, the next 10 years after that, we had 2 to 3 airplane crashes in aviation every fucking year.
Now stay put until the
Nobody wants to talk about that. Why did that happen? Why do you think that happened? Why do you think planes started crashing into the ground and crashing into each other and smashing into the ground while trying to land? Not going fast enough on takeoff, making all these fucking mistakes. Reagan did that. How many people do you think he caused to die? There's 200 something to 400 people on every one of them fucking planes that crashed and shit. Because they didn't have fucking air traffic controllers with any fucking experience at all. Telling them where to go now. I mean, that shit started happening immediately afterwards, too. A DC-9 in Detroit flew into a fucking apartment complex, flew straight the fuck into it while taking off. Because the airline controller directed him at the wrong degrees and shit of takeoff. He should have been angling up way higher. Because the air traffic controller was new and didn't know the area. He wasn't from Detroit. That could be a problem. You're not from the area that you're telling somebody, that you're giving somebody directions in. You're not from the goddamn area. And you're giving a stranger directions. Oh, I'm not automatic, I can't. That's like, how do you go without? They've never done anything good for anybody.
We're leaving in 20
Ever.
seconds. The countdown has started.
Only companies, only polluters,
Great job, team. Prepare
only
for
people who
evac.
destroy things. And the only reason they do anything for them is because they get paid by them. With their legalized bribery that they call lobbying. No, we did that. That's it. I'm done. The thing is I know that there's not 50 million CEOs, COOs, CFOs of companies. And that should be the only people that vote for Republicans, is those people, the top people of companies. Because they're the only ones that get any benefit. They're the only ones that get benefits when Republicans are in office. Because Republicans don't do anything for anybody. Roads don't get fixed. Bridges don't get built. They cut off welfare programs. They cut off, and you may be like, well, people need to go out and work. When you lose your fucking job, you can't go get a job the very next day. And even if you can, you're not going to make the same money. You're not going to have all the benefits. If something happens to you medically, you're not going to have insurance yet for 90 days. Oh, well, you can now, though, because of Obamacare. That's right. The Democrats created something that even if you lose your fucking job, you still don't lose your health insurance anymore. Ain't that something? You know how many times the Republicans have tried to appeal that? They tried to appeal it 60-something times while Obama was president, and he passed the shit. Then they tried to appeal it 64 more times while Trump was president, and Trump tried to appeal it himself over and over again, and Clinton. He tried to executive order out, and they said you can't do that. That doesn't even have any legal standing. That means nothing. It doesn't matter what you write down on a piece of paper. You can't do that.